Hi there, this is the Grandpa Deckard Show. Welcome back. The title of today's episode is Who Was That Masked Man? Last Sunday we went to church and I was wearing my face covering like a good boy, and all was going pretty well. I could breathe freely and sing songs and pray, but then something unexpected happened. One of my mustache hairs came loose and ended up in my mouth. It took considerable effort to get it corralled and held firmly between my lips. But then what? I didn't want to start spitting inside my bandana or reach up under the covering to nab the little hair. Nor did I want to leave the sanctuary to find a secluded spot where I could discharge the offender. So I simply held the covering thusly and pinched it like this. But then I lost it, and I think it fell down inside my shirt. At least, though, it was out of my mouth. And that was an aggravation. It was a disadvantage to wearing a face covering. I'm sure we could come up with a lot more disadvantages, but I'd like to, on a positive note, share some advantages to wearing a face covering. And at the top of the list, number one, is we could keep someone else or ourselves from getting sick. Number two, we wouldn't have to be concerned about shaving or washing all of our face, just the part that shows. Number three, think of all the money we could save on breath mints. Number four, we could pretend that we're at a masquerade party and try to guess who people are. I think I've seen the top of his face before, but I'm not quite sure. Well, number five, the preacher wouldn't notice if we were yawning during his sermon. Number six, if we really needed a nap, we could just pull our covering up over our eyes like this, and who would ever suspect that we're sound asleep? Tempting. So, number seven, if for us older folks, it would hide a lot of wrinkles. People might wonder why we suddenly look 10 years younger. Number eight, with a cloth face covering like my bandana, if we needed to blow our nose, well, how handy is this? Okay, so most of this has been just for fun, except for the first point and this last point. The first point being we could help keep someone else or ourselves from getting sick. And then the last point, number 9, is that a big part of going to church is learning from Jesus how to be better and more caring people. For example, doing things that will help others to be healthy, like wearing a face covering. Now I want to share a little bonus feature with you, and it concerns a little invention of mine. It's a face mask made out of a sock. All right, now wait until you see it before you judge. And a disclaimer, first of all, the following product has not been tested by the CDC and is for entertainment purposes only. How to make a face mask out of a sock. And I'm going to turn around just for a minute, so bear with me. I want to show you what this is. Hope you're not going anywhere. All right. Ta-da! There we are. Grandpa Deckard's face mask from a sock. Now, to make one of these for yourself, you just need a couple of items, like number one, you need a sock. And it should be loose fitting, something like a diabetic person might wear. Okay, loose fitting sock. You need an elastic band, and you need 2 small safety pins. No sewing, no cutting, nothing like that. And one of the great features of this face mask sock is that it's 100% recyclable. When the virus is totally eradicated, you can start wearing it on your foot again. And that foot's going to be so happy. Been going so long without a sock, and it'll be glad to see it back in its proper place. So that's it. Well, thank you for joining us on the Grandpa Deckard Show, and I hope you learned a lot. And we will see you again soon. God bless you until then.